government Prado Jeep with government plate number. After 2 to 4 days, cannot say we don't know their whereabouts again. We wanted to even set it ablaze, wanted to video it. They gave us order that we should leave it. They have reason that they have this, that it was hijacked, it was do this. Up to today, I believe nobody will say anything about that.
All right, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. We are going to go straight to the program, but I want to, establish something before we do that. We know that many of our brothers and sisters are now talking negatively and trying to, I call them brothers and sisters because they say they are Igbo people, but they are, of course, flavors, the saboteurs, who actually believe or want you to believe that the insecurity in our land is caused by Mass American, it's caused by Sam Manekba, it's caused by Dr. Costa Repese, it's caused by this, it's caused by that, and they ignore the main issue, the insecurity also somewhere else, like in the north, this security in the west, this security in other parts of Nigeria. But I want you to believe that your own brother is the one causing the insecurity. And they want you to lay your trust on those who are somehow funding the insecurity all over the country. It is funny, but very, very sad. All right. So I want you to pay attention to this interview of Lucky Udu, and credit to the source, credit to him, because he's the one that conducted this interview. And I want to go through it. Then I will now bring a flavor. You hear what a flavor is saying, celebrating the killing of our people. Something that we never thought that is going to happen in this world, because all of a sudden, many of them have found their voice. Even those that we did not even know that they exist in the first place, are now talking loud, very, very loud. And I don't know why, but time will tell. Sometimes I feel like it is better to ignore these people so that Fulanis will deal with everybody, because we need to understand something here. No matter how you think you are being protected, this insecurity, this Fulani template is for everybody from A to C. Nobody is exempted. So if you like, keep on sabotaging. Keep on doing what you're doing, thinking that you are hurting Mr. A or Mr. B. At the end of it all, we will all count our own our results. After everything. If you have some of us, if you have chance to do so, because some may even go down for that. Just pay attention to hear this from I don't know if he's still acting, Nigerian soldier, who is now a native doctor. Listen to
How
him.
many of you remember the soldier's interview? After posting his story, it seems a lot of you loved it, and today he's back to talk about something even more serious. Kidnappings that are happening all over Nigeria. How do you think this can be combated properly?
All this kidnapping, all these things, police, see, if police want to track you within 2 seconds, they will do it.
Not even soldiers.
The government have hands. They are the terrorists. That is why a General Bill Bulama come out and said a repentant Boko Haram can become the president. Do you know how insulting that it is? Look at where soldiers are staying. Dogs cannot even stay. So as it is now,
just understand that he said the government hands are in it. They are the terrorists. That's what he said here, not me.
No weapon on earth can penetrate me. No poison, because I'm a python in the spiritual realm. Do you even know what they call soldier? It's a selfless service. My life for millions.
Do you think Nigerian army can defeat Boko Haram?
Within 1 month, 2 months. The question is very funny, but yes.
So what is holding you guys? I mean, you used to be active in the Nigerian military.
What is holding us is the government, the federal government. They are using the Boko Haram as their agents.
How sure are you?
I'm very sure. And they have my phone. Up to now, they refuse to give me my phone. That since 2020, they are arrested. They saw all the facts. One instance, they send us to go and capture Kalabarige. That is 3 Battalion, Gamborungala. Our then CEO, Lieutenant Colonel Patrick Omoke, is aware of this. When we went for that attack, because they did not even know that we would reach that particular hour, but we were determined and we reached that place. We saw 3 government Prado Jeep with a government plate number. After 2 to 4 days, cannot say we don't know their whereabouts again. We wanted to even set it ablaze, wanted to video it. And they gave us order that we should leave it. They have reason that they have this, that it was hijacked, it was do this. Up to today, I believe nobody will say anything about that. It's on my phone. They tried to damage it. I was using a Johnny M7 Power. I made the security capture that they deleted it, but you still come back. That is why they did not give me my phone. They tendered it as exhibits in court.
What are some of the experiences you had in the military? You say you served for, is it 10 years?
12 years before I was maliciously retired, but I'm 14 years now. I'm still serving.
Why do you have all this on your face, first of all? A lot of people will be confused, so tell them yourself.
Okay, I'm a traditionalist. I was born into a Christian family, but I was not convinced because I'm a man of integrity. I believe in conviction. I'm a pragmatic person, so I don't believe in fairy tales. First, they have told me stories about Jesus. I've heard stories about Muhammad, but I don't know them. I've read the Bible when I was arrested. For 3 good years, I took my time to study the Bible. I noticed that the Christians, they preach what they don't practice. So I just have to come to a stage and say, no, I will worship what I believe in. So I went to the village to really ask about our tradition. And that was how I began to get the guidance about our African tradition. Now, there's something I want to let you to understand. I did not grow up in the village, but I will boast, and I'll put it as a challenge, that I know the history of Igala, Ibaji, Igbo, and Idoma more than any other man today. Because after I went and did sacrifice to appease my ancestors, to forgive me, that I was born foolish, and I was not oriented by my parents. That was why I abandoned them. I didn't know about the whole thing because I was born with thread. That is the significance that it shows that this is a symbol that I was choosing to worship my ancestors as a chief priest. But my parents hid this from me. They're supposed to be calling me Egbunu. The Igala, the Ibaji, they don't understand about this. But they hid all these things from me because they don't want me to go to the tradition, to practice the tradition. I've suffered humiliations ever since I started, since 2023 when they released me, that I started as a traditionalist because I'm not convinced with all this strange religion. I don't know Jesus, I don't know Muhammad, but I know my ancestor, Idakmeni Lady Wiofo and Oreli. I know them.
All right, so Mr. You say they call you Egbunu, Abi?
Egbunu.
All right.
That is my spiritual identity.
Okay, so you're like the second person that I'm meeting that left Nigerian army and went into traditional, is it leadership or chief priest? I don't know. That became a traditional
it's not better
worshiper.
you protect yourself. Now that we don't have governments, that you cannot, even self-defense is not guaranteed anymore.
Okay, I'd like to ask you about the military based on your experience. Now, I don't know if you're in the best position to answer these questions. The kidnappings that are happening all over Nigeria, how do you think this can be combated properly?
The reason why we are talking about this, that I want to hear this, is not because of another thing, but for you to understand the situation on the ground. The main reason why everywhere is running helter-skelter, it's somebody's responsibility. People are doing something to make it happen. Our brothers ignore these things and they are talking rubbish. For example, hear this person.
Tata maka mgbatu agbatu one man squad na nwa bie pụtara no bido gbala nwa egbe elu na amaghị na security nọ nga the security agụrụ ha tụtụsie ha there.
Did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said? Take it again.
Ụmụ Igbo ekene m ụnụ. ozi nke bịara m n'ehihie a na-akọwa na one man squad na-agbatughị ya na jubilation dị na Ọkaigwe tata maka mgbatu agbatụrụ one man squad na nwa bie pụtara na bido gbala nwa egbe elu na-amaghị na security nọ nga ndị security agụrụ ha tụtụsie ha dị.
Jubilation in Ọkaigwe na-agbatu somebody na one man squad ya na nwa bia. Jubilation within Ọkaigwe. I don't know who is one man squad. I don't really bother to know. But the thing is that all I can tell you is the one man squad is an Igbo person, right? Probably defending the land, and he called them names. And in my call Okoroku security kwa Nigerian army. Boye army the one Nigerian army na wage that know how upon the na government be here with the army na fund insecurity. Now this guy is praising the narrow government where the cause insecurity and cajoking and destroying his own, elevating this one that appeared to be a threat. The same security NATO, they are the one in charge of anywhere. They are the one in charge of other places that the resident and indigenous people are running head scatter. It did with such intel. Now, it's not as if when this thing hit Igbo land, this guy will say anything. He will go down, he will keep silent. You won't hear anything from him anymore. So your number one problem as Easterners are those people like this. There's a video, I think I have their picture here, okay, that I want you to pay close attention. You see those of them here, you can see on this picture, okay, apart from the, no, just a moment, let me take the picture out. Maybe that will help you to understand what I'm talking about, because many of us are still yet, yeah, here we go. You see, you can go Rago, Cash also, and the Jane speak. These are just three for this broadcast. There are many of them. Oh no, about this word Jovica, the one called a Ziago man who lives somewhere in Germany. That old man with long white beard. So many of them. Okay, that those you don't even know. They are the one telling us kind of cause insecurity, cause this and cause that. Listen to this one. Pay attention.
Odogaya that na Ozai na Basanaka. Because ụmụaka anyị na-ezi ozi ha ebido ga-eme ihe anyị na-ekwu.
Odogaya na Ozai na-ezi na-aba na ọ na-aga. Na ụmụaka anyị na-ezi ozi na efe ebido ga-eme ife Ozai ime Ozai na-ezifa. Turn the barrel of your gun to onye gị na ya na-arụ ọrụ. Ọya bụ ozi ọ na-ezi o. Nakwa ege nke ọya bụ okwu ozi ọzọ na-ezi ọya bụ ozi ọ na-ezi.
Odogaya that na Ozai na Basanaka.
Ọ na-aga.
Because ụmụaka anyị na-ezi ozi ha ebido ga-eme ihe anyị na-ekwu. Ị na-eseti ndị isi ha up.
Na ị na-eseti ndị isi ha up. Na ụmụaka ndị anyị na-ezi ozi ebido ga-eme ife ozi anyị si na ị na-eseti ndị isi ha up.
Mana ọ bụcha up ka anyị kwuru n'omenwe. Ihe anyị gwara ụnụ bụ gbagbuo onye isi gị.
Ife anyị gwara ụnụ bụ gbagbuo onye isi gị. Oge onye Igbo pụta mepere ọnụ na-ekwu okwu taa na nghọta dọkwa iri ya na-agwa gị na sọpọtụ igbu ọchụ, igbu mmadụ, igbu nwanne ya. Gịnị ka iche na kedu iche na ọ na-agala ozi? Kedu ife ị na-eche? Ka ịfụ na ọtụtụ n'ime unu ga-apụta na asị na igbu ọchụ adọrọ mma na igbu ndị be anyị adọrọ mma. Onye na-egbu ka igbu ndị be anyị. Owe ndị gburu ndị be anyị karịa ndị ahụ ya na-akwadozi kịta. Just understand me, a na-egbu ndị be anyị. But kedu onye ka egbu? Kedu mgbe ndị ka ga-egbuwe? Kedu ife mere ndị a ji wepụta? Ife ọnụ nwaanyị fụrụ anyị nọ na ya, ịhapụ eziokwu kpebie na ị ga n'ọfịa ka ị ga-ebido na-awa. Is entirely your business. Entirely your business. Here you
see a picture or video ka isi gba.
Gị gbuo onye isi gị see a picture mgbe video ya send deliver ka were fan
egbe gị gbapa Waku any police station no been so. Surrender at that place. Go see here working on go about Ronya. Then we will take it up from there.
Igbo yisigi give chop nearest police station ba for gwa na obodo Igbo no yisigi. Okwo Igbo na gwa Igbo Igbo. Ebo na men obo na claim na echukwe ba na Igbo. I swear to by obo na ba ekwu ni ho what I even there na ekwu. Ma me if you suppose imenia. Unu jechechi ije, unu gas. No matter if ime. So far na Igbo ndi do ta n'ime ya na Igbo. Ọ ga-adị ọkwa very long job. Na gị Igbo mmadụ gị chọọ nearest police station ga gwa fifi ime wole egbe gị gwafa na efi ime then ayiwa ebidozie from there. Kedu ndị bụ ayiwa na-ege ntị? That ihe abụrụzi njigo wepụta this video. Kedizi ndị bụ ayiwa ebido ebe afọ. Ọ ka ịmata da na aka ji na Mọdekano aka ji Sam Monegba bụ ndị ha the same group a na-agwa ayiwa ọ ndị a ayiwa ebidozi ebe afọ ka uche gị na-adị ya. Anyị ka na-asị gị na ịkpatara ego abụrụ na ị ga everything ego ada asụ ọhịa ego adapụta asụ ọhịa ka mmadụ ka m na-ekwu ego ga-enye ga gote ndị ga-asụ ọhịa mana ọ maka ego ka iji ekwu uwe ndị ga-asụ gị ọhịa mana ijidegodo ego afọ ọ bụrụ na ndị ahụ ị ga-egotewa na adara afara bụ ego gị ahụ bụ nothing. Ịfụ na ndị na-asụ ọhịa dị important iji ego and ego is meant to iji ego bụ ndị na-asụ ọhịa mana ịgagide force onye kwụrụ na-eche ka akwụọ ụgwọ ka ya sụọ ọfịa ịfụ na ife na-eme na so ka ị na-eme ka ị kwụsị ndị na-eme ka ha mee ife da ya kedu ndị ha ji eme ife da ya tiekwa ya ebe afọ asụwa ife na onye akịta na ha gbawo kamera na-ekwu na Facebook ọ dịghị ka ha na-ekwu ikwere ana Igbo na ha na-ekwere ana Igbo na ha na-arụ ọrụ ndị nchekwaba. The question bụ mmadụ one ụmụaka Igbo pụtara ji Biafran flag na-abụ abụ on 30th of May agbagbusi efe ncha ndị pụtara ndị protest na mmegbu a na-emegbu ndị Igbo bọkwa mgbe a na-emegbu ya na ezinụlọ ya ndị Igbo niile including this guy fụ n'ebe a egbuo ndị afọ. So ndị ga ndị protest ka ọ dịrị nwoke ma na ndị otu ya na mma ndị ọ na-akpọ sekuriti kịta ndị ọ na-akpọ sekuriti na pụtara wee gbaa ndị ajaja ụdọkwa ka enetin ha bata na ala Igbo be Nnamdi Kanu ka egbo Nnamdi Kanu wee gbuzie 28 ndị na-abụ ọdị na-ewere ife ha mee ha na be Nnamdi Kanu owodi ụdọdọ ya nke ụdọdọ ka enetin Maazị Nnamdi Kanu parent wee wụọ na the trauma ọdụkwa this guy ka enetin mana ọ na-agwa gị ga-agbuzie ndị isi gị bụ ndị gị ha na-eme ka unu chịkwa na Igbo then ayiwa ebidozie from there. Kedu ndị bụ ayiwa echi kịta asị gị mba na ọ na-ekwu ihe na Igbo ọ nọ contract ekwe gị ntị
Ihe egbe gị nọ ngwa gbatụrụ onye a. Then we will take it up from there. Wagbuo commander gị ọ bush commander.
Ịgbagbuo commander gị.
Na-enye video if possible.
If possible.
Ga surrender.
Surrender
to the government.
Surrender to the government.
And become a hero.
You dey get?
Nke unu na-eme iseti up ọ dịkwa mma. Mana nke ya aka mma karịsịa. Igbo ekele m ọnụ.
Nke ga-aka mma karịsịa bụ Igbo nwanne gị Igbo ekele m. So ị na-edozi ihe ni otu a ka ọ dị nna ma otu a ka ọ dị mmadụ tefere bụ otu a ka ọ dị fancha. Nka ọbụkwa sọsọ fawa ndị a bụ ndị na-aga ife a ga-eme. Onye nke akịta dọkwa mkpọrọ ka nọ n'ala Igbo, onye nke a nọ na be ndị ugwu, onye nke a nọ na obodo Afụbaya amụma ebe ọ na-anọ ị na-aghọta mana ọ bụla ebe fanọ bụ isi nọ kedu ndị ha na-arụrụ ọrụ kedu onye n'ezie gịnị ka ha na-achọ. Ọ bụrụ na gị na ndị Fulani ewere ife ka anyị wuo n'owolo na gị na obodo niile nọ na mpaghara na ndị Naijiria n'udo na ịdị n'otu jikọtara fanchọ na ụwa dị ihe dịka tigbo ozugbo na ụwa ndị na-agba ọsọ na ụwa ndị a na-egbu ndị a na-egbu ndị na-ekpere Chineke ndị ụka na ihe a niile na ụwa nke na-eme ncha ncha ha na-ekwu okwu anyị ị ga-asị oke mmebi na ha chọrọ ka be anyị dịka mmebi ha chọrọ ka ndị Igbo dị n'otu not east way or not central in our whatever comes aga. They always have one thing in common. Nka kwuo ife onye amị na no go na bogo na ekwu.
Tell you that
Nigga 20.
1 month,
Odo guys.
but for generality, 3 months will end all these things. One thing you need to understand:
Nigga 20.
all this kidnapping, all these things, police. See, if police want to track you within 2 seconds, they will do it.
Not even soldiers.
Not so. See, we have joint operations. That's why even in the military, we have the military police. But police, these are the role of a police. You cannot kidnap if we have a restructured military.
Okay.
How will you kidnap when we have the satellites? We have everything to track the phone. We have registered the NIN and all these things. How can you communicate to drop money on a location? Then you people will go and collect that money. If you want to get money, you can put a tracking device on money. There are number tracking code. So all these things, I hate it when somebody will begin to play prank with my intelligence. I hate pretending. I don't know how to beat around the bush. The government have hands. They are the terrorists. That is why a general Bulama come out and said a repentant Boko Haram can become the president. Do you know how insulting that it is?
Now, you got a part of Igbo land. I agree. But the so-called Southeast Igbo, ndị Biafra, ndị ọnụ na-eru n'okwu na Igbo, all these things, my brothers and sisters, mmadụ taa na ebe a kafasi. Bụ ndị ga-asị kịta ya ka ndị ji aba ya kwụsị n'okwu. Nwanne nwoke a n'ebe a.
That is why you see that I want to get
ọnụgo n'amị. Mmadụ taa ngozi ga nọrọ n'amị. Kedu ọ dị ka winter? We went there from a political governor, a governor, warrant governor. Can prefer in a warrant governors. Otetu warrant chief Ogebo. Otaka is warrant governor. Kita hanchable warrant. Ego behind that, but this is another by you. If I'm not what the meaning. Chapali. Mando can this so come? Hanchani na pacha why we genga. Oya ọzọ ndị na-abụ ndị Igbo na-ekwuchiteziri ndị Igbo akafa dị ọcha ife na-eme na ogene na-eme nakwa ege ntị ka na-agbata.
Personally about X-Man, popularly known as Festus. That's Corporal Festus.
That guy that is always making videos on
yes,
TikTok.
Because I was arrested on the 12th of August 2025 because of X-Man. They want me to cooperate with them to apprehend X-Man. Because why? X-Man makes a threat and some derogatory statements against the Chief of Army Staff, and that is why they are concerned. First of all, I'm not in support of what X-Man is doing, because X-Man is doing the right thing at the wrong time. Because one, as a soldier, as a human being, you need to seek advice. I suffer because of X-Man, and I call him and advise him to just calm down for now. Try and be careful with your words. That is one. Because X-Man said, he told the Chief of Army Staff to wash his back. Even the Chief of Defense Staff, wash your back while I wash my back. That is a threat. But on the other hand, Boko Haram beheaded officers, televised it. They arrested them, granted them amnesty, still give them palliatives. So why would you now say because X-Man, we are at war? You cannot beat a child and expect a child not to cry. So that is why X-Man is crying. But my own is that you don't use emotion to fight this kind of fights. So X-Man has his own way of life. He is more than 18 years. So if they want to go and apprehend him, let them go and apprehend him. So, but why would they now be coming after me? You do know what I passed through?
Now, are you getting the point? Makandi na and after and never getting na kwachi nezochi all those things. Can you get and this in a voice na so gene. Ke can the book have get to rebuche and boys in them bonka. Make a video to whoop you finally you capture them. A grant safe amnesty. Man, mad and probably in the Obukitabo Easterners. Reason they actually this S-man get a to Yawa. Because no from southern part of Nigeria, he been a guy. And actually, Oyibo cannot, Oyibo try. And then they could no good Igbo and damn. And no, the Yami Wapatakum or Mayf. Next man I can go at all, cutting the equi and all those, and they go arrest. Bono Edo. It times I'm a warm, see from Anambra as a soldier man. That kind of thing. I can't have more go for this Ganero Rusnana. Oh, it just over the same family I can't go. So you can see the different treatment depending on where you come from. Manande iPhone never should even be one error. Come you buy idea of this trip or come and what is the root one the different. Direct, this one not going to follow name. Man, if you have go be inside, okay, a very big battle. Man, the most annoying part is that I never have water bed. Even there, never fasaga. Okay, thank you so much, and make sure you like the video. Let me know your take on this thing because give for call everyone celebrate how he notice we one man squad. Nebulia. He gonna comment on nigga he speak. Yeah, we can comment on netia. This security man. Security man about most of them when they integrate from Boko Haram. I'm opposed to a rumor, they don't talk about it. Imagine Igbo man, Igbo a Boko Haram, security. He our security man. Anyway, please let me know what you think about it, and I would like to hear from you on comment section. God bless you. Remember, we don't preach for violence, we don't call for war. All we are doing here is just for educational purpose. I am not a freedom fighter. I am not here to agitate. I'm just trying to a content creator, creating content to create awareness for people to take precaution on some of the voices out there calling for war, calling for killing, celebrating kidnapping, celebrating criminality. Because it doesn't matter, a crime is a crime. Also, like I really want the police. No matter. That's me. That's what corruption is all about. So let us not sugarcoat evil. There's no need to that. And please make sure you take care of yourself and like the video. Let me hear from you. God bless you and bye-bye for now.